During the month of August this year, something extraordinary happened in the world of luxury timepieces that you won't believe. We're diving into the exciting world of Rolex watches, looking at all the interesting things happening in the luxury watch market. We'll check out the most popular watches, their impressive prices, and the hidden treasures that collectors are excited about. But don't worry, we won't tell you everything just yet. Make sure to stick around until the end because you won't want to miss the chance to explore the fascinating world of Rolex watches and find out why August was such an important month for watch lovers. Let's begin. At this moment, the Rolex watch market is still very popular and strong. Rolex watches are well known as fancy watches that many people want. Collectors, fans, and folks who want top-notch watches all want them. The market for used Rolex watches is also active. Most people are buying and selling them. Some Rolex models, like the Submariner, Daytona, and GMT Master 2, are super famous and people want them. Sometimes, it's hard to find these models, so they can cost so much. Old Rolex watches and special versions also got plenty of attention and can sell for big prices at auctions and special markets. So, the Rolex watch market is doing well because people love these watches. People are curious about how new and used Rolex watches are doing in the United Kingdom. But firstly, let us discuss the overall state of the broader market and the level of activity we are witnessing. Many collectors are striving to get as many unique watch collections they can. In terms of the wider market, we are observing a strong demand for sports professional models. Many individuals are actively seeking after these highly coveted timepieces, such as the Submariner, Submariner Date, and the Starbucks model. Another popular watch this month is the Root Beer, particularly the steel and gold variations, which are currently valued between approximately $20,000 to $22,000, depending on the specific year. The Starbucks model is currently priced just below $19,000, offering excellent value for money. On the other hand, the Batgirl watches, which were in high demand last year and sold for around $25,000, have become scarce. There are difficulties in obtaining the 2023 Batgirl models, with limited availability and a price range of $18,000 to $20,000 for brand new pieces. However, the Batman model is more readily accessible in the market with an ample supply. Now, let's delve deeper into the watches that aren't performing well in the current market. People aren't showing much interest in the Sky Dweller range, particularly the Oyster Flex models made of solid gold, whether it's rose gold or yellow gold. These watches are still being sold for less than their official list price, and they're having a tough time finding buyers. On the flip side, some Sky Dweller models with highly sought-after dials are priced slightly above the official list price, but people still want them. However, very few dealers are willing to keep them in stock properly when it comes to the Sky Dwellers with full bracelets. So, it's an important factor to consider when making your buying decisions. Another watch to keep an eye on is the Day-Date 42-inch model, which is still quite popular. Unfortunately, some people are turning to the open or gray market to buy this watch because it's in high demand. The current market conditions show that there's plenty of activity and people are actively buying watches. From a broader perspective, the Rolex Datejust is the top-selling model, especially the 41mm Datejust models with white dials matched with a fluted Jubilee bracelet. Buyers like these combinations because they offer an excellent option for those getting into Rolex watches, and they're highly desirable. Moving on, let's talk about something that might surprise some of you, the Daytona range. We all know it's considered one of the most coveted watches out there. It's famously hard to get from authorized dealers, and many of you aspire to own one someday. Perhaps starting by buying other Rolex models in the meantime. There's been a recent surge in demand for some of the larger Daytona models, especially the Daytona Ghost, which is widely seen as one of the best all-around Rolexes you can own. This model features a gray dial with black subdials and is equipped with the Oyster Flex bracelet. It's important to note that this model has been discontinued, which shows a strong interest in this sought-after timepiece. the Ghost model is currently one of the most popular choices among buyers. As for its price, the newly recommended retail price is $36,000. However, brand new 2023 models are selling for $46,000. It's worth noting that just last year, these watches were priced between $56,000 to $63,000. This suggests that there's still significant potential for the price of this watch to increase, especially considering its status as a discontinued model and its notorious scarcity in the market. On the other hand, people are indeed purchasing watches, including those who are considering long-term investments. But it's important to note that many of you are buying watches for everyday or weekend wear, not just as financial assets. What's wonderful about this market is that it's shifting towards people buying and wearing these watches as they were intended to be worn. When you buy a watch, it should bring you joy and pleasure. If at some point you decide to sell and incur a slight loss, it's not the end of the world. If you hold onto the watch for a longer period, you have the potential to recoup your investment or even make a profit. As we've discussed before, this industry is all about acquiring and relishing the watch you've desired for a long time, rather than solely focusing on financial gains. Here's another important point for all of you out there. Last year, many of you were focused on buying a single watch, with just 2 or 3 options to consider. However, this year, we're noticing a significant increase in part exchanges. Most of these deals involve people buying their dream watch, which was previously out of their reach, and exchanging 2 watches in return. For example, you might decide to part with a Datejust and a lower-end model in exchange for the watch you've been longing for. We all recognize that collecting Rolex watches is a popular and fulfilling hobby for many enthusiasts. Rolex is renowned for its exceptional craftsmanship, timeless designs, and enduring value, making its watches highly sought after by collectors worldwide. Rolex watches are also known for their resale value, with some models appreciating in price over time. However, it's essential to understand that the luxury watch market can fluctuate, and prices can vary based on factors like the model, condition, rarity, and desirability. Remember, collecting Rolex watches should be driven by your personal enjoyment and appreciation for the brand's heritage and craftsmanship. Each watch has its unique story and can become a treasured piece in your collection. For the most precise and current information regarding the current status of Rolex watches, it is strongly advised to consult authorized Rolex dealers, trusted watch retailers, or respected industry publications. These sources can provide you with the latest insights into market trends, availability, and pricing information, ensuring that you have the most accurate and up-to-date details when considering your next Rolex watch purchase. So what do you think of these changes in the Rolex market? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching until the end. And if you are not yet subscribed to Luxury Focus, now is the perfect time to do so in order to be updated with the valuable trends and news in the world of luxury timepieces. See you next time!